Hello everyone, Bone Harvester here. In this video, we will take a look 8 castle king sites in Hyperaccelerated Dragon and Bishop C4 variation, 7 Bishop C4 variation. As we talked in last video, 8 castle king site is a single move here. All of other moves are losing. That's because we inspect knight b3, queen d2, bishop b3 and f3 moves in our last video. Now let's take a look castle king sides variations. And after castle king side, it's pretty long and pretty complicated variations here. After castle king side, but trust me, it's really easy to equalize game with black. I playing same variations since long time. Castle king side. Now castle king side is single black for blacks too. Now it's time to choose for white. Knight b3, f4, f3, bishop b3, and of course king h1. Someone playing king h1 here too. But this king h1 moves generally transposing other king h1, 10 king h1 moves. That's because I didn't add 9 king h1 move. And for example, 9 king h1, maybe you can play here d6 for protecting g4 square and threatening with knight g4 to attacking e3 bishop. But now white can play maybe f3 and another bishop e2 for example, and another move, and he can transpose other variations. We will take a look these variations later. And f4, f3, bishop b3, and some players playing h3 here, but after h3 they are playing bishop b3. I add this variation first bishop b3 and after h3 because these variations are transposing too. Okay, let's start from one of variations. Bishop b3 is main variation here. Let's start from side variations, and maybe bishop b3, 9 bishop b3 is pretty long. That's because we have to separate and we have to record new video for 9 bishop b3. That's because 9 knight b3. Let's start from knight b3. I really don't like knight b3 moves because after castle king side, knight b3 moves are annoying, not very strong but annoying. Queen c7. Why annoying? Because white has attacking chances to queen. Black's position not well protected with a6 and e6. Now after knight b3 and queen c7, let's take a look. White can play 5 move here in 10 move. Let's start from bishop e2, bishop e2, b6, and now bishop g5, rook e8, because in future white will threatening with knight d5, f4, d6, bishop f6, bishop x6, and as you can see knight d5, queen d8, knight f6, e takes f6, bishop f3, bishop b7, c3, queen c7, queen d3, rook a d8, and rook a d1. This position is not very bad. Yes, this pawn is weak. I understand this one, but after some moves, after some preparation moves, for example, one of knight e7. After knight e7, black will play f5 here. And after f5, white's pawn structure, central pawn structure will be damaged. If he advance this pawn, black will take e pawn, and white's f pawn will be isolated pawn on e5. And similar minor pieces. Everything is symmetrical except pawn structures. And also black has some weak squares on king side, but as I said before, this game will be playing play on center. That's because after some preparation moves and f5, and this game will be very playable for black. Okay, yes, take a now knight d5. Let's take a look knight d5 here. Knight d5, e takes d5, e takes d5, knight d8, c3, bishop b7, e4, e6, d take e6, d take e6, knight d4, e5. It's very good move e5 here. Correct time. If you push forward central pawns at correct time, this will be very strong against enemies. Knight b5, attacking queen, queen c6, threatening mates, bishop f3, and e4 again. This position is quite playable. Black has good space advantage because of e4 pawn. Thanks for e4 pawn, and also black knights will be played on e6 to c5 or e6 to in future time this king side squares, but I think c5 is better because white squares are weak on king side, queen side, sorry. Okay, let's take a look at another variation. If our opponents play d6 here, it's possible they can try to push d6, queen b8, putting pressure on d6, rook e1, f5, gaining some space because d6 is limiting black really so much. That's because black must gain some space, and f5, and after bishop h6 and knight f4 and bishop f4, knight f7, bishop f4, and after that black will try to win this pawn, or black can play with central pawn advances in future. But I prefer putting pressure on this pawn because queen's position is suits to this idea. Okay, let's take a look. Now we inspected bishop e2 variation. Now let's take a look f4. F4 variation is I think it's not very strong because c4 is under attack. White's position is not well growth, well developed. Some of white pieces are hanging. White cannot try to attack at this position. First of all, white must create build at strong attacking position. For example, a3, bishop d3, maybe queen f3. White needs minimum 3 moves to build for the build strong attacking position. That's because f4 is not very strong and not afraiding me. Okay, d6, bishop e2, again because black is always threatening with knight g4 for attacking this bishop, and after that, when this bishop is dropped, black can take on c3 and b takes c3. This c2 and c3 pawns will be weak pawns on c file, semi-open c file for black, and this meaning its middle game and end game will be a big problem for whites. b6, queen e1, and again bishop b7, h3, rook ac8, rook e1, knight b8, and putting more pressure on e4, and maybe in future a6, b5, b4 is playable for putting more pressure. It's very classical idea in Sicilian for putting pressure on e4 pawn. Bishop f3, knight bd7, bishop c1, bishop a6. After bishop e6, this bishop is have very strong diagonal, and this rook must be moved. Bishop e2, not very good. I think black can easily exchange this bishop, and after that knight c5, maybe after some exchange, black can put one of its knights on c4 because white has no white bishop. c4 is weak. It's possible and playable, and I think this position is very good for white. I don't remember. Sorry, black. I don't remember evaluation. Just let's take a look. Let him think a little bit more because I analyzed minimum 15 depths. Now you can see 1 point, but it's not 1 point. I never add a variation here plus more 0.5 for white. Yes, as you can see, nearly equal. This is a very good position for whites, black, because black has no big problems here. Central squares are well protected. Bishop has way long and strong diagonal. Black bishop has strong diagonal too, and knight f5 is ready to play. And maybe, and after some mid-game situations, black can put its own one of own knights to c4. Yes, let's take a look. h3 here, protecting knight g4. It's another way because bishop e2 is not necessary. b6, bishop e2, bishop b7. White again played bishop e2 because where to go from c4? Maybe d3, but after d3, black will play quick knight b4. That's because, as you can see, white's position is problematic position, not well protected, well developed, and white has no clear game plan here. Attacking king side, no, because pieces are not well developed. White needs some free tempos for develop its own pieces. Play on center. It's possible, maybe play off center and after bishop f3, maybe. Queenside play, of course no. Knights are on queen sides. Maybe just single plan for playing from center with pawn advances for opening new lines and files. Bishop b7, queen e1, knight b8 again, bishop f3, knight bd7, and after rook a8. What's idea here? Idea is similar for white. Play knight c5, prepares these pawns to play, push these pawns and counter white's gameplay from center. And also this rook is very good because white always can play knight d5 and attack these two pieces at the same time. Okay, let's take a look. King h1 here. King h1, b6 again, bishop e2, bishop b7, knight b8. As you can see, I tried to choose similar game continuations for 11 h3 and another continuation. No, 11 king h1 and another continuation. No, I always try to choose similar and close game plans for black, for reminding better, for easier to remind. Knight d2, knight bd7, queen h4. And now whites will try to go kingside. h3, rook d1, rook f8, because as I said, white always can play knight d5. And now, as you can see, this position is very good too. Black has no big problem. White king has running square, free squares, not stuck on g8, and knight can go easily c5. Maybe e5 counterplays are playable. I don't play e5 oftenly, but e5 is always a very strong option for black. You always take a look e5 in your games. Generally, I playing e5 when bishop on b3, and I playing e5. White cannot take on e6, or after e6 when I will take bishop e6 and neutralizing this b3 bishop, or first I neutralizing b3 bishop with my knight, and after I play e5, something like that. e5 is always very strong option. Always keep an eye on e5. Okay, let's go back. Now knight d5. Yes, we inspected knight d5, bishop g5. Okay, now knight b5, and also we inspected f4 too. Knight b5, annoying move, but we have very strong options here. Queen b8 for holding queen on this diagonal. For example, if we can play knight g4, we will threat mate on h7, and always at the same time a3. f3, g4 is protected. Queen rook d8, knight c3, e6, queen c1, d5, e takes d5, e takes d5, bishop f4, knight e5, bishop b7, bishop b5, and e6. Now there is no big pin. First I saw this knight e5 move. I was afraid from this pin, but whites cannot do anything against this pin. Whites, let's take a look. White cannot benefit from this pin. I will show you. Okay, and bishop b4, e6, for example, bishop d3 because pinned. Let's try to benefit from this position. How? Oh my god, it's possible because bishop a3, bishop e2 is necessary because knight is attacking white queen too. Now, bishop e6, engine says bishop e6. It's very mm, not very good analysis because so less depth, but just I want to show some variations. And now, how to attack? Let's try. But knight h5, attacking bishop, protecting this one, and this knight is protecting this 2 square. This bishop must go somewhere. For example, maybe bishop can go there, queen take h6, and now yes, queen is on h6, but knights are out of game. It's not very easy to reach king side. Black is better here. As you can see, there is no anything to afraid from e5 pin, knight e5, bishop b7, e6, bishop e2, and now after that black will play bishop e6, and after b5, queen c7, rook c8, b5, rook e7, rook d7. It's playable position. Now we inspected 10 bishop g5, knight d5, knight b5, f4. No, sorry, we didn't inspect it. Quick bishop g5, quick bishop g5, e6, bishop e2, d6, e takes, f takes, queen d2, knight e7, rook d1, and quick f5. As you can see, prepare it, and rook d1. If black take this pawn, I remember there is very strong play option. This one, black weakens white's pawn structure, and this pawn structure is will be under very big pressure. And I think first black can play this move to for attacking rook, and after that black can take this pawn too. I add this variation until 15 move, and it's enough for bishop g5. Okay, now we inspected 9 knight b3 moves, all of 9 knight b3 moves. As you can see, knight b3 moves are really confusing and annoying. You must remind some variations, that these variations not similar as main variation of bishop c4. That's because I don't like knight b3 moves. Never I want to play against knight b3. Okay, let's take a look. King h1. King h1 is transposing in 10 moves. That's because we will see king h1 moves in 10. Okay, let's take a look f4. f4 is one of strong idea here. There's so much variations. Okay, let's see. f4, d6, preparing to knight g4 here. This is one of big variation. We have to separate a new video for this variation. Let's take a look f4 in later. Let's take a look f3, and after that we will finish this video, and after that we will record a new video for 9 bishop b3 and new video for 9 f4. Yes, f3 d6 bishop b3. It's nearly similar with 9 bishop b3 f3 rook d7 variation. Similar. Queen d2, knight d4, bishop d4, bishop c6, rook a d1, knight d7, queen f2, rook c8, rook e1, rook e8, bishop g7, king g7, rook d4, and knight c5. This is one of my favorite variations for black. It's very easy to play, really. Also very easy to remind. If you don't know, if you forgot the variation, just try to play like this and take this one and play basically queen c5 for neutralizing white queen and indirectly white's kingside attack. If with black will take with rook, you can take knight c5 and neutralize white bishop. This bishop is very important for white's attack, and after that your endgame will be bishop against knight endgame, and just one minor pieces, two rooks for protecting white's kingside attack. After that it's not very easy to attack such less pieces. That's because game will be change. Game must change central play. If white try to attack kingside, white will lose this game because black can play CD files quickly. Maybe black can play e5 d5 quickly, and that's because black has enough counterplay. White cannot try to attack in this position to kingside. Okay, let's take a look. King h1, rook f8, a4, rook ac8, rook e1, knight e5, rook e2, a6, rook ad1, and after that, as you can see, rook c7 and rook queen c7 with preparing knight c4, and we will take this bishop or this bishop. If white play, for example, not to play here, maybe try to h3 for attacking kingside. Just an idea for showing you. Knight c4, and after that black can play d5 here, e5 here. Black has nice central counterplay. I think is very good position for black. Also black's kingside is problematic. As you can see, knight h5 would be very interesting here. Okay, I just wanted to show you how strong knight c4 move. After knight c4, this bishop is blocked. This bishop kicked back from c1 to c1 from e3. e3 was a very good square for this bishop, and black has very strong counterplays here from central squares. Oops, sorry. One more thing, black cannot play instantly d5 here. Black must prepare first of all d4 after d5 e5. It's possible. Okay, let's take a look. Other side variation. We inspected king h1, queen d2, and knight d5 here. Knight d5. Everyone is playing knight d5 here. Not this variation, and always study on this variation. Queen d2, knight d5, or early knight d5. Everyone is playing. 2300, 2200 players, all of playing knight d5. Rook fe8, c3, knight d5, e takes d5, knight d4, bishop d4, bishop d4, queen d4, and now rook c8, rook d1, and queen c5. Target neutralized. As you can see, after exchanging queens, white's all of strong ideas are neutralized, and game turns to end game step by step. Knight d5 is important. I showing you again. Protect this pawn. Knight d5, knight d5, knight d4, bishop d4, bishop d4, queen d4. You can play this one quickly, but no need to be rush, because white cannot make a very strong kingside attack with just 4 pieces. It's very difficult. That's because you can play rook ac8, and if rook queen goes somewhere else, you can try another move, for example maybe b4, b5, and b4 with the idea for queen sides. Maybe you can play e5 is possible. e5, e takes b5, bishop takes d5, e6. Maybe e5 is possible too here, because after exchange, yes, this pawn will be weak, but you're exchanging these pawns, and these pawns will be under attack. These rooks cannot join game easily. It's not very easy to white, and as you can see, after exchange, black rook will be very active from e file. So this is variations. We inspected this one, this one, this one. Okay, yes, in this video we inspected 9 knight b3 and 9 f3. In our next video we will inspect 9 f3, 9 f4, and in our other next video we will inspect 9 bishop b3. The main variations are 9 bishop b3 and 9 f4. These two variations are white's strongest options. That's because we will inspect these variations in our next video, because they are a little bit confusing and long variations. New video will be better. Okay, I hope you like these variations. These variations are a little bit complicated. That's because my English is not enough to explain everything clearly and very understandable. I'm sorry about this. If you have to ask something, or if you don't understand anything, please don't hesitate and leave a message. I will try to explain as clear as I can. And thank you for watching. See you our next video. Goodbye.